Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the DC Universe Classics Mr. Terrific. I think I've reviewed this before, I thought I did, but somebody requested it and I forgot to look up if I did or not before, so I figured I'd just do it again while I was down here. I grabbed it. So we'll take a look at it either way. This is obviously, like I said, Mr. Terrific. This is the body that I use for the majority of my Red Hood customs. All of the DC Universe Classic style Red Hoods start out with at least part of this guy. So I figured it'd be a good idea to take a look at him if I haven't already. He stands, like most DC Universe Classics figures, just about 6.5 inches tall. He is 95% blank body. You know, there's nothing sculpted on his legs or his torso. He does have this jacketed arms and this extra part that is the jacket. That's what sets him apart. 2 fist hands, so he doesn't hold any accessories. And of course, he has a unique head sculpt. It's actually a pretty nice head sculpt, and I like the way it's painted. They did a really good job with the black tee and the white eyes. And the hair does have some shading on it, so it looks pretty nice. I do like this figure. It's got really nice composition and it looks nice on a shelf. So all of the black parts are obviously nicely painted. The white parts, surprisingly, are nicely painted as well. You don't see too much bleeding or anything going on. The lines are fairly clean. Some are better than others. This one that I happen to be holding, it's not the best. Some of the lines aren't quite square. You can see there's a little bit of problem areas, but it's not too bad. And then we have the red detail work and the terrific lettering on the back. Everything looks pretty good. You can see where it says fair play on the sides. It's fairly clear, fairly well done. It's nicely edged, so it's a pretty nice looking figure. Some of them have a little bit of bleeding through this detail work on the sides and around the buttons here, but it's not so bad that it's really a problem. They did paint the zipper and the snaps on the collar, so it's just pretty well detailed figure. I do like it, and he does come with an accessory. His terrific balls you can just peg right into his back. Sometimes they stay in, sometimes they don't, and those just are supposed to look like they're floating, but they have those translucent plastic pieces, and they're probably warped a little bit, but they do technically float around him, so it's pretty cool. He has all the standard DCUC articulation. His head does look up and down fairly well, so that comes in handy. Good swivel. Even though he's got the jacketed shoulders, which limit the articulation a little bit, the ball hinge works fairly well. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbow. Doesn't get the range of motion I'd like, so I trim it up on most of the customs, but it's not horrible. And then his wrists do have the swivel in there. The sculpt work on the jacket's really nice. However, I wish there was a little bit of shading. That'd be cool. Ab crunch works fairly well on this guy. Haven't had too many problems with that. Waist twist, standard DCUC hips, no problems there. You do get some chipping of the white inside those hip joints, but it's not so bad because the white paint is really thick and durable on these guys. The thigh swivel is nice because it's underneath the white part, so there's no loss of look when you rotate it. I don't know how else to say that, I guess. It would have been cool if they brought the white all the way down to the edge to give it a nice clean line, but no big deal. Single jointed knees, no problem there. Single jointed ankle, good range of motion, and the red lines on the feet are well done. So as you can see, guys, it's a pretty good figure. If you don't have one, I suggest you pick it up, but don't buy too many of them because I like to buy them when they're cheap on eBay so I can use them for customs. So if you see a cheap one, don't buy it. Only buy expensive ones so I can keep buying the cheap ones. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.